Welcome back to 405 Sports. Today we are talking about the Oklahoma State Cowboys and what we think they're going to do this season. Colin, what are your expectations for the Pokes, whether that be win total, how far we make it in the season, Big 12 championship possibly, playoff possibly, bust? You let me know.
As far as expectations, I expect us to not lose one home game, but lose one or less home games. I think Utah is the only home game that we really should lose. Not should lose, but have the opportunity to lose. And then outside of that, I'd like to have a season where we win all the games we're supposed to win and then not blow one to UCF by 40 or Iowa State. That'd be awesome. So I expect us to win 9 games regular season-wise, and then I don't think that'll get us in the Big 12.
I was going to ask, is that good enough?
I don't think 9 will. I think
are we going 3-0 is the thing in non-conference?
in non-conference, yeah, I think we will.
Okay.
You said not San Diego State. South Dakota State's a really, really good team, and Arkansas is an SEC team, obviously, so you can't overlook them. But I think we're better than both of them, and having both those games at home is wildly helpful.
So what 3 teams are we losing to?
I think we'll lose. I'm gonna go Utah, K-State, and I think we'll blow one to somebody stupid.
Okay. Zach, what are your thoughts?
I couldn't give you a record. I don't know if I want to put the expectations that high, but I feel like it's Big 12 championship appearance or bust.
I think it's 10 or more wins.
I didn't mean it to seem like when I said expectations, that's I think the worst we would do.
9-3.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That would be. I don't
Right.
I wouldn't be happy with it. I mean, that's what I expect us to do at a minimum.
I could just see us starting out slow.
I could see us
Yeah.
being bad. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't think it's out of the question that we go 11-1. I really don't.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it to seem like I.
Here's the other
think that's
thing.
the best we can do.
We have a very important player that is going to take 50% of the offense that cannot get injured. Because then we get one-dimensional, and then that is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Even
I would
with
hope
the receiver core.
Yeah.
I think that our running back room is better than
Right.
it was last year.
Right.
I still don't think there's going to be a running back 2 that's taking carries away from Ollie, even though I think that'd be smart, probably especially these first 3 games. But, yeah, once Big 12 starts, it might be like Gundy said, he's getting 30, 40 carries a game.
Yeah, which I'm totally okay with, by the way. But I think I kind of agree with Zach on this one. I think OU and Texas leaving, this is Oklahoma State's time to take over the Big 12. Let's take it over with Utah and K-State, those teams, and let's just leave them in the dust. I think if we don't make the Big 12, then it's a bust as well. I don't necessarily think winning it, because I think if you beat Utah and then have to play them again, or maybe play Arizona, you could slip up there.
Hypothetically, we go 10-2, lose to Utah and K-State. Both of them also go 10-2. We missed the Big 12 championship game going 10-2. Would you be mad at it?
I don't know that I'd be mad at it.
Only if that's how it plays out.
I just mean
Right.
that's a very specific hypothetical.
I also
But,
expect us to go 4-1. I don't think we'll start 3-2.
I know.
Honestly.
That was just my hypothetical.
Right. If that hypothetically did happen, I would be a little mad that we would lose 2 in a row, even though those are very good teams.
Or we go 10-2, lose to K-State and lose to South Dakota State, but Arizona and Utah also have the same conference record.
I see what you're saying.
I wouldn't be mad if we go 10-2 and don't. I mean, I'd be angry because we didn't make it going 10-2, but I wouldn't call the season a bust because of it.
I think it also just depends on who you lose to.
Yeah.
I'd be pretty mad if we lost to South Dakota State, even though they're really good.
That was just my.
But yeah, I get what
my
you're saying.
hypothetical. You looked like you semi-agreed with that and semi.
I don't think. Obviously, I'll be able to tell you more after the Arkansas game. I don't think in any world do you lose to both Utah and K-State. I think you get one of them.
I do too.
No,
And it's
I agree.
probably the home game based off of the last time we went to Manhattan.
Yeah,
and
Right.
At K-State's not.
Never
my
fun.
favorite- not
It
my
doesn't
favorite
matter
place
how
to be.
good or bad they are. We
Yeah.
just can't do it. And they can't do it here.
No.
Yeah. Do you think we're – because obviously we made the Big 12 last year. Are we all agreeing we're better than we were last year?
Should be.
On a
Should be older,
Yes.
and the young guys that were in the secondary should be better because that was our biggest weakness, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Our
the
secondary was
secondary.
horrid, and those guys got older, and we got Hilton from Toledo or
Yeah,
whichever
he's-
one he's
he's
from.
good.
I think he's going to be good, and I'm assuming Landon Cleveland. If we're going to allow freshmen to play football, that's not a big time Gundy thing, but he's
Yeah.
a specimen. And adjusting where Kendall Daniels is on the field.
Yeah.
Nardo's second year in the system. They've got to be better than they were
Yeah.
last year.
And then my next question is taking Oklahoma State not out of it, but like other than that, it's Utah, K-State, Arizona, Kansas. Is that the other four that you're like worried about? I realize we don't play Arizona or Kansas,
Right.
But
I am not worried about Kansas. I know they're really good. They're not playing at home.
yeah,
Even
they're
though
playing.
it is in Chiefs Stadium.
They're playing. Well, yeah, but Arrowhead, it's still like an hour drive from Lawrence.
You're right, but I don't. It's just not the same like vibe.
No, I agree. I'm agreeing with you.
I just think that's a little weird, even though they are.
No, it is.
They do have really good talent, and I really think Lance Leipold's a really good coach. But no, I honestly think it's Utah, Arizona, K-State, and us. I think that's the four.
I put Arizona as my one team that's projected to finish like top four. That would be have a disappointing season.
Yeah,
I think their defense is.
They've got a new
very
coach.
good.
Yeah.
They have a brand new coach.
yeah. Jed Fish was really good.
Which they're still very talented across the board, but I still strongly feel that the Big 12 was better than the Pac-12. I mean, maybe they were more top-heavy last year. They actually had a pretty good year with Washington and Oregon and all them, but
So depth wise,
Yeah, it wasn't as deep.
like
then
it-
they're not. I'm gonna say it. They're not used to going and playing in packed stadiums every game. Which
Correct.
No, yeah.
I don't know what their schedule look like, but they may go.
But
play
you see
somebody that
UCLA.
Yeah.
There's like 5,000 people there at best.
Iowa State was all right last year. Wasn't their best year. They had a freshman QB. They're packed out every game.
Yep.
UCF's going to be bouncing the whole game. Maybe the only team you go play that's not is like Cincinnati. But even then, their fan base is pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe BYU and Houston. Oh, no, not BYU. I'm not throwing them in. Houston. That's maybe the one team.
That's the only one. Yeah, BYU at night.
That was Stillwater South when we went there.
Yeah, for sure.
So as far as like outside of Big 12, playoff potential, do you think that's something that's like you have to win a Big 12 championship to get into?
It's either that or lose only one.
You're saying go 11-1, lose the Big 12 when we're in?
Yeah, I don't think you can go 10-2 and then lose the Big 12 championship and expect to be in it with the bias towards the Big 10 and the SEC. They'll
Yeah,
probably get 5 teams before
Right.
they
You'll,
get
yeah, you'll have Ole
a
Miss
3-loss Big 12 team.
and Alabama and Georgia, almost guaranteed.
So would it almost be better to go like 10-2, miss the Big 12, and not have that third loss?
I think it depends on how
Yeah, because
it shakes out.
That gets really
I think you have to. It depends on the way they look at it, but I think you have to make that Big 12
Yeah.
just to say that you're there. Like you have to be playing
If
on that
K-State-
Saturday.
If K-State and Utah are both one loss, I don't know that the loser should be left out,
Yeah.
especially if it's
But I just mean
A good game.
they always say that a conference championship loss doesn't hurt you.
Yeah,
It does.
right.
They just say it doesn't.
Because it hurt us last year because we played Texas A&M.
hurt Georgia last year.
Yeah, I heard Georgia
Right.
last year because so like it makes it really complicated. The 12 team obviously helps it because you don't have to have a perfect season like you did last year. But I don't know how much it helps us as a conference because I feel like we're gonna get 2 teams in if we're lucky.
Is it even possible for Oklahoma State to get like the 12 seed, or is that more for like your Liberties or Tulanes?
It depends if you have the Tulane team from 2 years ago. That
Right.
was.
So
I
how-
don't think there should be. Obviously, you don't know, but I don't think there should be one this year that is really, really good.
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong. It's the 4 conference champions, 7 at large, and 1 group one group of 5.
Yeah, so probably the American, if I had
So
to
I'm
guess.
assuming it'll be
American
like-
or Mountain West.
It'll be like
probably.
SMU or it'll be.
SMU's the ACC.
Oh, that's a fantastic point.
That helps.
It'll be like Tulane, Memphis, North Texas, like one of those 3. If UTSA is still good, which I don't think they will be, or like Boise State.
San Diego State.
Yeah.
I almost think just us being Oklahoma State, because I think we get left out sometimes about how consistently good we are.
Yeah.
I think we almost have to win the Big 12 to even be considered.
Because I just don't think, like, hypothetically again, if we go 10-3 and lose the Big 12, I think they would take a 10-2 Notre Dame
Yes,
over us
100%.
without an.
It wouldn't even be
chance.
close. Yeah.
They would. I think they'd take a 9-3 Oregon or a 9-3 Michigan.
Unless we go yeah, right. Did we already talk about that? Go undefeated and then lose the Big 12. Like
If we go into the Big 12
undefeated.
12-0, I don't think that's an opportunity
Okay.
to leave it. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think that's even an option.
Even if it's like a
If we go 12-0, we're like the number 3 team in the country, and I don't think you can physically drop from 3 to 13
okay,
off of a conference championship loss to Utah or K-State.
okay. If we're up enough one game to see like the freshman from California, what's his name again? Last name is
Malachi Smith.
Right, or Zane Flores play just to see what we're working with.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. So what do we think we're winning this year? How many games? Either one of you can go first. I'll just throw mine out there. 10-2 in the regular season. Something will get messed up.
That's right where I'm at.
Okay.
I think 7's probably the floor.
My floor was 8, but they're pretty
And
much.
that's literally like catastrophe.
Probably.
I mean, if the wheel comes off the bus and then the bus runs into a
Like we
mountain,
look like
we go 7-5.
we did the first 3 games last year.
Yeah.
Right.
Throughout the whole season.
Right.
But I don't think that's very
No.
probable. I think kind of like how that was the last video. I think we're a whole lot closer to 10 wins than we are like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
If I was DraftKings, I'd put a whole lot more money on 10 than I would.
I think we're projected to go like 8-4.
Yeah, our line's at 8 now.
8.5.
8.5.
It was 7.5 when it opened.
I'd say, are either of you worried about South Dakota State?
Yes, I am. Just because.
That's actually the one of the 3 that I'm most worried about, because we all know that Tulsa game's going to be a home game for Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
We travel so well to that stadium. We were there last time we played at Tulsa.
I
think Arkansas could be a little stressful, but I just think first game of the season,
Yeah.
we know how we get. We get a little slow.
That's where I was going to go. First game of the season, we tend to come out and try and like experiment with random stuff that we don't do the rest of the season.
It's almost like we're trying not to show like people on film like what we got.
Yeah, and we just end up coming out flat at times.
Yeah.
And they're really, really good. So
They did lose a lot.
I'll counter it. I'm way more worried about Arkansas than I am South Dakota State.
I definitely understand that. SEC talent.
Taylor Green's a good QB.
he's nasty.
Yeah. We don't do well with running quarterbacks.
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah. See, that's because you know what's weird. For some reason I'm less worried about Arkansas, and I don't know why. Like I can't explain to you the reason. I just am not. I feel like the problem with us is I feel like we're gonna end up overlooking South Dakota State and trying to prepare for Arkansas too much.
Yeah.
To where we're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
The first week.
Yeah, we usually play better in big games.
Because we're concerned about week 2.
But I definitely see where Arkansas could sneak up on you.
Well, I'm not excited to play either of them. But
No.
The take I saw on Twitter was that there's nothing wrong with being worried about a team, but still expecting to beat them by 14-17, and that's kind of where I'm at. I think as good as they are, they're a step below us, and we should win by 2 touchdowns at home, having the entire summer to prepare for them.
what's the spread?
It's like it was like 9.5 when it first came out.
It's like 9.
9.5?
9-ish.
I'm taking Oklahoma State minus 9.5.
I would think so.
I think
Put
we
the
win by
mortgage
like
payment on that
I think we
puppy.
win by like 12. Just a weird number.
I I would hope. I would be really excited if it's closer to 20.
Like, yeah,
25.
yeah.
Make it 3 possession. I'd feel really, really good about the.
I could see it being like 27-15. Just goofy.
I could see it being a really close game that we end up winning by 12, or a game where we win by like 12, but we're in control the whole game. And it's never
We're up 3
in
score,
jeopardy.
and then run one in with 12 seconds.
It's 9 right now.
Thank you guys for watching. This is our expectations for Oklahoma State football. Make sure to like and subscribe. Put in the comment section below how many wins you think Oklahoma State is getting.